Amazon FBA versus FBM. Which one actually makes you more money? I'm Josh Hackett, CEO of EHP Consulting Group. Let's dive in. So we've got this sheet right here of the overview of FBA versus FBM. We're trying to make it as short and concise as possible with pros, cons, all that fun stuff if you're on the edge and you're like, okay, what do we do? But pretty much the fulfillment process, Amazon handles the storage, packing, and shipping for FBA. So it's really easy for FBA. If you're doing FBM, right, fulfilled by merchant, you need to get the package, ship it yourself, make sure all the packaging is good, nothing's broken. Prime eligibility, you automatically have Prime eligibility if you're FBA. For FBM, you have to apply, and it's very strict. Storage and handling, pretty much for any FBA inventory, Amazon is going to handle all the storage and all that fun stuff. For you, you're gonna have to store it in your house or in a warehouse, right? So if you're getting sales, you need to have some type of storage. Shipping responsibility, Amazon does all the shipping. For FBA, if you're doing it yourself, obviously it's your job. Customer service and returns, Amazon actually helps a lot with customer service if it's FBA, and if it's FBM, again, it's all on you. Fees, the fees are higher on FBA due to storage and fulfillment fees. Especially during the holiday season, Amazon triples, sometimes even quadruples fees only during the holiday season. So it's just a little bit crazy when fees are being tripled. But if you're doing FBM, there's no pretty much storage fees, unless, if you're storing it at your house. But if you have a warehouse, you got to factor those in. But Amazon is usually a little bit more expensive. Scalability, it's super easy to scale because if you have 1,000 SKUs, you can just send it to Amazon, they filter it all. If you have 1,000 SKUs and you're shipping out of your house, good luck. Control, Amazon controls shipping and packaging. The seller controls the entire process for FBM, branding. Each box for Amazon, Amazon puts it in their own special box, so it literally says Amazon on it. If you ship it yourself, you can put it in whatever box you want. Profit margins, there are going to be a little bit lower for FBA because of all the extra fees. Amazon charges a premium to use their service. And obviously, if you use your own service, you can find cheaper options for shipping. Inventory risks, long-term storage fee. So if you keep your items at Amazon for 100 days, they're going to start charging you extra fees. Once you get to 365, they're going to be charging you so many fees. So you need to keep track of your inventory. And then for you, if you're just storing it at your house, it's probably not going to cost you're not going to charge yourself storage fees, right? So the pros and cons is Prime eligibility. So your products, if you are on FBA, so let's do FBA pros, you're going to have 2-day shipping. That's pretty awesome. Everybody wants to receive things fast. I was just talking to my fiance and she's like,
I just want to have everything in a day.
I'm like,
you can't wait.
They want that instant gratification, that instant satisfaction, and that's fine. That's just what it is now. So just keep that in mind. If you are shipping it yourself, it's hard to meet that demand. Amazon handles logistics. You don't have to worry about storage, packing, shipping. This is great if you have a lot of different items that you're selling, or you plan to have a lot of different items that you're selling. Better buy box. So pretty much if you're competing with other people, Amazon's going to promote your listings more if you're FBA. Customer service, Amazon helps with customer service. Again, the cons are higher fees, less controls, returns can be costly, and risk of commingling. Amazon might lose your inventory or commingle it. That usually doesn't happen, but it does happen. FBM is going to be if you're doing it. So the pros, lower cost, more control, better for low turnover items. You avoid Amazon's long-term storage fees and fewer stockouts. Cons, you don't have a Prime badge unless you're enrolled in SFP. There's more responsibility, buy box disadvantage. So pretty much customers, if you're doing FBM, can literally just say,
I didn't receive it.
And Amazon will be like,
oh my gosh, we're gonna give you a full refund.
And they can do something called an A to Z guarantee, and they can pretty much get their money back. So That's only for FBM. So if you want to scale without handling logistics, FBA. If your products are small and lightweight and fast moving, FBA. You want prime eligibility, you have high sales volume. FBM if you want more control, if you're shipping large, heavy, or slow moving items. You sell customized, handmade, or fragile items, and you already have an efficient fulfillment method or system, right? So these are kind of like the differences right here. But what do our clients do? And most of our clients do a hybrid method. So you can have FBA and FBM at the same time. A lot of our clients ask us this. They're like, you can do both? Yes, you can do both. So you can see right here, this says FBA at the bottom, and they actually ran out of inventory for FBA. That's when they have backup inventory at their warehouse for FBM. So if they run out of inventory for FBA, they have backup inventory for FBM, so they can still generate sales and still get those sales, those product sales, right? So this is super important for long term because you never actually want to run out of stock. It really hurts sales. So if you have a backup as FBM, that's my professional recommendation as well, to do this hybrid method where you have both FBA and FBM. Now, what I recommend as well is look at what your competitors are doing. So if you're selling mattresses, I know we said, hey, if it's big and stuff, but if you type in mattress, I spelled that wrong, but mattress, look to see if it has a Prime badge. If it has a Prime badge and it's delivering in 2 days or like around that, look, our fastest delivery is tomorrow, 2 days, 2 days, 2 days. Those are who you're competing against. And if your mattress isn't priced significantly lower, or if you're not able to provide, you're not able to get the Prime badge, or you don't know how to, you should probably be doing Amazon FBA. I do recommend FBA for every single seller because it's going to make sure that you're going to make more money very quickly. Prime, as you can see, Amazon's pretty much wants more money and they want you to use their FBA service. So again, Prime. Look at your competitors. If they're all Prime, that's who you're competing against. So maybe you should be doing Amazon FBA as well. Even the big and bulky items like the mattresses. This one's not. So there you go. They're still making $185,000, but I'm sure they're doing the hybrid method where they just ran out of stock. Oh no, it still ships from Amazon. So it's still FBA. It's just, I think they recently ran out of stock and they just ship more in. But you can check to see what are competitors doing. Each niche is different. Again, here's another one. They're making $1 million a month. Let's see, are they Prime? They actually ship it themselves. So I want you to look at your competitors and just triple check because there's still money in shipping it yourself if you can get it down. Like they're making $1 million a month. Let me see their 12-inch, right? They're doing all the shipping themselves. They don't have, you can tell if it says shipped from, this one doesn't say ships from Amazon, that means they're doing FBM. So again, you can still do it, but look at your competitors and notice that all the competitors at the top are Prime for this. So that's gonna be my recommendation, is to try out Prime. If you're not the FBA, try out FBA so you can get Amazon Prime, but also try out FBM and see how the sales differ. I would recommend to try out both, but FBA is going to be my all-time favorite because Amazon pushes you to the first page very quickly, and it's a lot easier to generate sales, maintain sales. You don't have to manage customer service as much, and a lot of times the customers are going to lie to Amazon and say the listing, it didn't get delivered, it got lost, and if you don't do FBA, Amazon's going to pretty much let them get a full refund, and it's going to be hard to dispute. So just be ready for that. And that's it for today's video. Comment below if you like FBA or FBM more. If you learned something new, drop a like, and if you're an Amazon seller, I highly recommend subscribing to our channel because we're giving away great content that's going to help you in your Amazon journey. And of course, if you need help with increasing sales, anything mentioned in this video, or just help selling on Amazon, contact EHP Consulting Group. The link is right in the description to contact us or schedule a call. Also, our number one service is our full A to Z Amazon account management service. This is where we'll fully manage your inventory, calling Amazon, customer service, advertising, increasing your sales, making hybrid FBA, FBM listings, and much, much more. The benefit of this service is so you can spend time working on your business instead of in your business every day, like calling Amazon for hours on end just to fix an issue. Let us do it for you and save time, money, and increase your sales with ehpconsultinggroup.com. I'm Josh Hackett, CEO of EHP Consulting Group, and I'm signing out.